Hi, I'm Ava from Belarus, and I'm so rich, I actually own private jets that can fly me to Korea anytime I want. Why Korea? Because that's where all the good-looking guys are. And who knows, maybe one day I'll meet the Lee Min-ho of my dreams. But even though I was rich, I was raised by a single dad, so things got pretty lonely sometimes. Dad loved me, but he was so busy running his multi-million-dollar business, he barely had time for me.
Look, Dad, I made you a painting.
Wow, honey, that's the cutest elephant I've ever seen.
But that's a horse.
Sure, we'll buy you a horse today.
No, Daddy, I don't want a horse. I made you an elephant.
Yeah, I know, baby. Daddy's put on a little weight, but you don't have to call me an elephant. I promise I'll start working out soon. Now, go play somewhere else. Daddy's got to earn all that money to keep my little princess happy.
But I wasn't happy. Sure, I had everything a girl could ask for, but I didn't have a family. And every time I saw other kids out with their parents, laughing and having fun, it boiled my blood. Like when I was 9, I was on my way to school when I saw a classmate hopping out of his mom's tiny car. He saw me watching and then turned and smiled at me.
Whoa, that car is insane! Bet it feels awesome showing up in that every day.
Yeah, my dad got it for me on my birthday. Was that your mom who dropped you off?
Yep.
Lucky you. I don't have a mom, in case you're wondering why I suddenly look like a sad puppy.
Oh, I didn't either. I used to live in an orphanage. Then a few years ago, this super nice couple adopted me. Now they're my parents.
So, you got a family at an orphanage?
Basically, you stay there for a while and then someone awesome picks you. Anyway, I'll see you in class.
He ran off, completely unaware that he had just detonated something inside me. So, if I wanted a family, all I had to do was wait around in an orphanage and sooner or later, someone would pick me up. But when I walked in, the lady at the front desk looked up from her computer, surprised.
Sweetie, did you get lost?
No, I'm here to get adopted.
I'm sorry?
Do I need to fill out a form? Is there a waiting list? I'd prefer a family with a fun grandma and a dog that doesn't bite.
She just stared at me like I had 2 heads and then called the police. They informed my dad and soon he came to take me home.
Ava, are you crazy? Why would you walk into an orphanage like that?
Because I thought that's how you get a family.
I am your family.
No, you're not. You barely spend any time with me. You never take me out. You don't even drop me to school. My classmate's mom picks him up and drops him off every single day, and he's adopted. I thought if I just waited around long enough, maybe someone awesome would come pick me too.
After that day, Dad tried to be more present, but between his endless meetings and 3 a.m. business calls, it just wasn't happening. So he hired a nanny for me, and that's how Maria came into my life. At first, I thought Dad was just brushing me aside like he always does, so I made it my mission to scare Maria away. I hid her phone, poured salt in her tea, faked allergies to every meal she cooked. But Maria never flinched. She just smiled, cleaned up the mess, and carried on. Then one night, I fell terribly sick. Dad was out of town for a business dinner and couldn't make it back till morning, so Maria stayed with me. Do you have something to say?
No, I mean, yes. You know you can leave whenever you want. I'm used to being alone.
I could, but I'm not leaving you when you have a fever. Besides, I hate my tiny room. Yours is way cooler. And I'm bored too. So I thought I'd watch a movie while you rest. Do you mind if I use your TV?
What movie?
Moana. It's my favorite.
No way, mine too.
That night, Maria sat next to me while I curled up under my blanket watching Moana and slurping the best chicken soup I'd ever tasted. And after that, we got closer. She got me ready for school, picked me up, helped with homework, and showed up at my school events. On weekends, we'd camp out in the backyard, and she'd tell me the wildest stories. Life was good, and it only got better with time. I was doing well in school, had a solid group of friends, and a packed social calendar. I was happy. Until my 17th birthday, when Dad came home with a surprise.
Sweetie, this is Cynthia and her daughter Maddie. We're gonna get married soon.
You're what? When? Why am I only getting to know about this now?
I wanted to be sure about my decision before I broke the news to you.
Yeah, Dad, but...
But what, big sis? We're gonna be a family soon. I'm so excited. I've always wanted a big sister because big sisters are awesome. They braid your hair, teach you makeup, and you can borrow their clothes. It's so cool. You'll let me borrow your clothes, right? Yay! I knew you would say yes. This is gonna be just perfect. Come, let's cut your cake now.
And not long after, she and Cynthia officially moved in. Maddie was loud and dramatic and a whirlwind of energy, while Cynthia was her exact opposite, calm, polite, and always watching with that unreadable smile that made my skin crawl. It felt odd, but Dad looked happier than he had in a while, so I pushed my thoughts aside and decided to go with the flow. On the day of the wedding, I was actually excited to read my toast for Dad. But before I could get a word out, Maddie plucked the mic from my hand.
I can't begin to thank the Lord enough for giving me the chance to share my life with my new dad. I can call you Dad, right?
Of course, sweetheart.
And my sister, Anna.
It's Ava.
Yeah, but Anna just sounds so much cuter. Like one of those adorable main characters from MSA. Oh my gosh, you guys watch MSA, right? It's literally the best channel ever. Subscribe now, people. It'll change your life. Anyway, I'm just so happy to be here and finally call these beautiful people my family.
And then she started sobbing. I watched in disbelief as everyone began dabbing their eyes. I thought maybe Maddie was genuinely excited to have a new family. But as the days went by, she went completely overboard.
Ava, look, I totally revamped your dress. Doesn't it look way cooler now?
That was my mom's dress.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I just really loved the color. But the frills made it feel too heavy, so I chopped them off. You're not mad at me, are you?
I was, but Maddie looked like she was gonna break into a million pieces. So I just took my dress and left without saying a word. But a few days later...
Oh my gosh! Your room is so big and airy! Mine looks like the cupboard under Harry Potter's stairs.
It's literally as big as mine.
But I want to stay with you! I've never lived in such a big house, and sleeping alone creeps me out. Pretty please, let me stay with you.
In less than an hour, Maddie had completely taken over my room. And it didn't help that she farted the whole night. She would raid my closet, turn my makeup upside down, and even at school, she was constantly clinging to me. It was getting really suffocating. So I started hiding and avoiding her altogether. What are you doing in the guest room? I've been looking everywhere for you. I'm hiding in here because if I have to look at Maddie's face for one more second, I'll lose my mind. She's like 10 hyper toddlers stuffed into one person. And Cynthia keeps giving me these cold, polite smiles that creep me out. And Dad looks like he's all happy with his new family, and I don't even matter anymore. That's not true. You know your dad loves you. Maybe he thinks if he makes Cynthia and Maddie feel welcome, they'll settle in easier. And he's hoping you'll help him do that. Why is that my job? I didn't ask for any of this. I have no space for Maddie, and I feel like a guest in my own house. Then talk to your dad and tell him how you're feeling. He's not a mind reader. But first, I saved you some souffle. I know you love it. Maria smiled as I gobbled up the dessert, and somehow I felt a little better. All night, I rehearsed exactly what I was going to say to Dad. But the next morning, when I came down for breakfast, he turned to me angrily.
What is it that I'm hearing, Ava?
I have no idea.
Let me help.
Maddie shoved her phone in my face, and it was a recording of me and Maria talking about her in my room last night. Hey, that's some serious invasion of privacy.
You think I care? You were bad-mouthing me to a maid. You said that you hate me, that you wish I was gone.
I never said that. All I said was that I felt suffocated, but only because I've never had to share my space before. I just need time to get used to all this, Dad.
You've had just as much time as Maddie, and she's adjusting perfectly fine.
Sprawling across the whole house and claiming everything in sight is not called adjusting. That's called taking over. And I'm trying my best, but she's just too much.
You wanted a family, and I gave you one. And now it's too much for you?
Darling, don't be too hard on her. It's a big change for Ava. And yeah, maybe she does hate us, but she loves you.
I don't hate anyone. I just want a little space. Is that too much to ask?
Don't raise your voice at Cynthia. After you spoke so meanly about her daughter, she's still trying to understand you.
Dad?
No, enough, Ava. I don't want to see you right now.
Before I could respond, Dad was already on his way out. And later that day, he left for an important meeting abroad. I kept trying to call him, hoping we could talk things out, but he didn't answer. And then, around evening, Maria barged into my room. It's your dad. His plane is missing. What do you mean, missing? Maria turned on the news, and it was everywhere. Apparently, Dad's flight took off on time, but 30 minutes in, it dropped off the radar completely. Authorities were looking into the matter, but no one knew where the plane had vanished. No, this can't be real. I dropped to my knees and sobbed into Maria's lap like I was a kid again. It felt like my whole world was crashing. The next few days, I did everything I could to track Dad down. I went to the police station, spoke to airport authorities 100 times, but no one had any answers yet. I was devastated. But Cynthia and Maddie acted like nothing had happened. Who are these people?
My friends, of course. I was feeling so bad about your father's disappearance, I needed some cheering up, so invited them over. Come on, bow to them.
What?
That's how we greet guests from where I come.
Do you come from a different planet? 'Cause that's not what we do here.
Is that the pain-in-the-butt daughter you were telling us about, Cynthia? She sure as heck looks like one.
Oh, don't mind her. She's just got this nasty little habit of poking her nose in everyone's business. And Ava, you're 17, darling. Don't you have something better to do than sulking around? Now shoot, and don't embarrass me in front of my friends.
She didn't even pretend to be sad that Dad was gone. And from there, things only spiraled. One by one, Cynthia began changing everything. She replaced the furniture, hung creepy cat paintings all over the house, and fired the entire old staff. The only person she kept was Maria, probably because she knew the house too well, and someone had to train all the clueless new hires. The only good thing that happened was that Maddie moved to a bigger room. But that peace lasted only a few days, because her 15th birthday was coming up, and the whole house was swept into a frenzy.
What do you think? Peach or pink?
How can you even think about a stupid dress when Dad's still missing?
He's not my father. I mean, not biologically. And this is the first time I'm having a real birthday party, and I don't want to ruin that. Besides, who knows if he'll even come back?
That was it. I snatched the dresses from Maddie's hand and threw them out the window. She lunged at me, and we fought like wild cats until Cynthia pulled us apart. Of course, I got grounded for a week, and Maddie still got to celebrate her perfect little princess birthday. But that didn't stop me from getting a little creative in the kitchen, like adding a generous dose of pepper to the pasta or sprinkling chili flakes on the cake.
Oh my God, my mouth is on fire! Quick, someone give me something sweet! Ah! What did you bake this thing in? A volcano? Is that wasabi frosting? Am I dying?
It was so much fun watching Maddie jump around. But later that night, as I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, I couldn't help wondering, was this my life now? Was Dad ever coming back? Or was I just stuck with these two leeches forever? I quickly shook the thought away and got up to get water from the kitchen. But on my way back, I passed by Cynthia's door, just in time to hear her talking to Maddie.
This was the worst birthday ever. What if she wakes up one day and poisons me? Mom, she's insane!
Relax, honey. She won't be around much longer.
Wait, are we gonna kill her? That seems a bit much, don't you think?
Oh, for heaven's sake, no. I was in your daddy dearest's study the other day and found some documents. Turns out Ava's adopted. She's not even his biological daughter, but I'm his legal wife. You know what that means.
That you can't marry anyone else?
No, you idiot. It means when the time comes, we won't have any trouble taking over everything. Legally, she's nothing.
You're so demented, Mom.
I really hope you mean diabolical.
Yes, that too.
The information hit me like a punch to the gut. I was adopted? Why hadn't Dad ever told me? And if that was true, who were my real parents? Were they still alive? Did I have a whole other family somewhere out there? I had to know the truth. So the next morning, while Maddie was at school and Cynthia was in the shower, I snuck into her room and rummaged through her drawers. Finally, I found the adoption papers. Dad was listed as my legal guardian, but there was no mention of my real parents. I headed straight to the orphanage listed on the documents, but the lady at the desk wasn't having it.
I'm sorry, but we can't release personal information. It's against our policy.
Please, I just found out I'm adopted. I don't know who my real family is. I'm not here to cause trouble. I tried everything in my power to convince her, but she simply refused, and I stormed out in tears. Maybe I'm just destined to be rejected by every family I try to be a part of.
That's a bit dramatic, don't you think?
I spun around to see a familiar face smirking at me. Wait, I know you. You're the guy who's always building weird gadgets during lunch.
They're not weird gadgets, okay? They're brilliant inventions. One day, I'm gonna win a Nobel Prize for them.
Uh-huh. Best of luck with that. But I'm in the middle of a meltdown here, so leave me alone?
I would, except I have an offer for you. I kinda overheard that you're looking for your real parents. Well, my dad runs a private detective agency, and I work with him sometimes. If you want, I can track down your parents for you.
And why exactly do you want to help me? For money?
No, money's for losers. I've got bigger plans. There's this annual tech convention, and only the top minds get invited. Your dad is kind of a big deal in the tech industry, and there's a chance that he might know the organizers. Maybe you could tell him to help me get in and pitch my inventions?
If you'd done your homework, you'd know my dad isn't around.
I know, but he'll be back. I'm sure of it. It's my detective's gut instinct. So, do we have a deal?
Liam's words were oddly reassuring, and he sounded sincere about helping me, so we shook on it and got to work. The plan was simple. Sneak into the orphanage at night while everyone was asleep and dig up my adoption records.
I've been volunteering there for a while now, so I know where the cameras are and all the back entrances. All we need to do is somehow get to the computer to go through the records. It'll be a walk in the park.
Or it'll be a drive to the jail.
Let's stay positive, shall we?
What are you talking about?
I turned around and saw Maddie staring at us.
I heard the word jail.
Maybe that was just you taking a peek into your future.
Very funny. Are you two dating?
Not that it's any of your business, but no, we're just friends.
That's just perfect! Liam, I've had the biggest crush on you for a while now, and I've been meaning to ask you out for prom. I had a whole dance and everything planned. Want to see?
Yeah, he'd love a demonstration. Maddie grinned, then jumped on the table and started wriggling around like a hyperactive octopus. The whole cafeteria erupted in laughter, but she thought people were cheering for her and kept dancing like a maniac.
So, what do you think? Will you go to prom with me?
Yeah, no, I could never match up to that. Thanks for asking, though.
And Liam practically sprinted out of the cafeteria.
What the heck just happened? I thought that was amazing.
Oh, it was definitely memorable. But some guys prefer normal girls. You, on the other hand, are extraordinary. Anyway, this was fun. See you at home. Best day ever. Or at least it was, until night fell and it was time for the mission. Liam picked me up and we made our way to the orphanage. We slipped through the back door and padded silently through the dark hallway, avoiding the cameras until we reached the reception area. To our luck, the computer at the front desk wasn't password protected. So Liam quickly typed in my name, but nothing came up. He tried my dad's name, and still nothing. How is that possible? It says in the papers I was adopted from this place. Why is there no record?
That is strange. Maybe we can check the archive room? I know where they hang the spare key.
But just as we turned to leave, we heard footsteps approaching. We dove behind the reception desk and held our breath. I peeked just a little and saw the same receptionist shaking hands with Maria. Thanks for your help. I know how it might have been risky for you to delete the records.
It's fine. I owe you for the time you helped me out with money. I have some work to wrap up, so I'll see you soon.
Maria nodded and left, and the receptionist walked off too, while I just sat behind the desk, frozen.
Wait, isn't that your maid? I've seen her drop you off at school.
Liam was saying something, but I couldn't focus. All I could think of was the one person I trusted the most had betrayed me, and I needed to know why. So after scanning the area and making sure no one was around, Liam and I bolted. When I got home, I immediately went to Maria's bedroom, but she wasn't around. So I decided to wait. And minutes later, the door opened.
Oh my God, Ava, what are you doing here?
You lied to me. You knew I was adopted, but you didn't tell me. What, Maria? Why would you get my records deleted? And don't you dare lie. I saw you with the receptionist at the orphanage just now.
Ava, I know it's hard for you to trust me right now, but please understand, your life here is far better than anything your biological parents could have given you. Believe me, some truths are better left undiscovered.
Are you serious right now? Have you not seen what Cynthia and Maddie are doing to me after Dad's gone missing? If there's even the slightest chance I could find my real parents, why would you not want that for me? But Maria didn't say anything. Oh, so now you won't answer me? Silence. Fine. If you won't tell me, then I don't ever want to see you again. Get out! You're fired! Maria tried to say something, but I was already on my way out. And the next morning, I found out that she left. I was so heartbroken, I locked myself in my room. I didn't talk to anyone, had zero appetite, and barely got out of bed. Not that anyone cared. There was still no news of Dad. And Cynthia and Maddie were more than happy to have me out of their hair. The only person who called me was Liam, but I ignored him too. Then a week later, I was sulking in my room when I heard someone screaming. I went downstairs and saw Liam desperately trying to free himself from Maddie's grip.
Come on, Liam! Just give me one chance. I'll do anything for you. You don't like my dance? No problem. I'll learn how to sing for you. My mom says I have the vocal cords of a siren. Wanna hear?
Liam looked horrified, and I had to jump in. Get a life, Maddie. Can't you see he's not into you?
Oh, please. You think he likes you? Have you seen your hair lately? It looks like a mouse's nest. And only a raccoon would fall in love with you with those stupid under-eye bags. Ugh. Anyway, this isn't over, Liam. When I want something, I get it.
She flipped her hair dramatically and walked off, and I took Liam to my room.
Thank you for rescuing me.
I'm sorry for ignoring your calls. I haven't been feeling great.
It's okay. I get that you were shocked. But I have something you need to know.
Liam told me that after the orphanage mission tanked, he went back through my adoption documents to see if we'd missed anything. And we had. A tiny signature at the bottom.
At first, I didn't think much of it. But then I figured whoever oversaw your adoption probably signed other documents around that time too. So I went to the archive room and started checking old files. And voila, the signatures matched. They're Maria's.
What?
Yep. She worked at the orphanage around the time you were adopted. So I checked older employee records and found out she had a sister. And not just any sister, a famous one.
What about her?
The internet says she was quite the sensation, but one day she just vanished. Rumor has it she got involved in some criminal activities and was sent to jail. But others say she left the spotlight because she was pregnant.
I stared at him. You're not suggesting that she could be...
Your mother? It's possible. I put together a timeline of when Maria's sister disappeared and your birth and adoption dates. And it kind of matches. But the only person who can say for sure is Maria. Do you know where she is?
I fired her. I was so mad, I didn't even give her a chance to explain. I immediately called Maria, but her phone went straight to voicemail. I dropped her texts, but she didn't reply. So Liam suggested we go to the orphanage and ask the receptionist.
Oh, not you again.
Please, I just need to find Maria. I know she used to work here, and I deserve to know the truth. The woman sighed, pulled out a paper, and scribbled down an address.
Whatever you find, just know that Maria loves you deeply.
We left for the address the woman had given me. It was a quiet house somewhere on the outskirts of the city. Liam and I knocked on the door, and Maria opened it. I told her everything we'd found, and she finally came clean and told me that my real mother was indeed her sister.
She was 15 when she ran away from home to become an actress, and somehow she made it. She was very money-hungry and kept wanting more, so I wasn't shocked when the news broke about her being involved in some financial scandal. And then she simply vanished after that. I tried getting in touch with her, but she was just gone. Until a year later, she showed up at my doorstep with you. She said she was sorry and wanted a chance, and I believed her. But a week later, she ran away and left you in my arms.
And you gave me away to the orphanage.
I tried my best to care for you, but I was just a low-wage worker at the orphanage. I couldn't give you the life you deserved, so I put you up for adoption. It broke my heart, but it felt like the right thing to do.
Then why did you come back into my life?
I just wanted to see you again, so I tracked down the couple who had adopted you, and that's when I found out your adoptive mom had passed and your dad was looking for a nanny. I loved you so much. Watching you grow up was a gift I never thought I'd get back, so I took the job. I'm sorry. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Oh God, I wish you would have just told me the truth.
I wanted to tell you so many times, but I was too ashamed. I didn't want you to know that both your mom and I had abandoned you. And when I saw you living like a princess, I thought you'd be too embarrassed to accept that your maid was actually your aunt.
That doesn't matter. You've always been a mom figure to me. You've always showed up for me like any parent would. Knowing we're actually family just makes me even happier. I would never be ashamed of you. Maria broke down in tears, and I found myself hugging her.
Sorry, this is just... well, can I hug you too?
Liam joined in too, and the three of us wept like babies. Eventually, we pulled ourselves together. I want you to come home now, not as my maid, but as my mom.
Oh, I will.
But there's something I need to do first. Mom told me that after she left home, she started doing some digging on Cynthia.
I always thought Cynthia was off, but I never acted on it because I was too focused on you. But after I left, I couldn't shake the feeling that she might hurt you. So I did some research, and it turns out Cynthia's a con woman. She scammed multiple men across different states, drained their bank accounts, and vanished without a trace. Your dad was just her next target.
Then we need to go to the police right away.
Wait, as terrible as Cynthia is, Maddie is just a kid, and she doesn't deserve to pay for her mom's mistakes. Let's confront Cynthia first and give her a chance to fix this herself.
I didn't totally agree, but I understood where Maria was coming from. And together, we headed home, right in time to crash one of Cynthia's little parties.
Oh, Maria, thank God you're back. These new servants are a mess. Do me a favor and get them in line.
Get out.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? I thought I heard get out.
You heard right. We know all about your scams, Cynthia, and how you planned to rob Ava's dad blind, and we've got the evidence to prove it.
Maria threw the evidence in Cynthia's face, and she was shocked.
How dare you threaten me in my own house? Don't forget your dad and I are legally married, and you're just his adopted daughter. Legally, you don't stand a chance.
Just so you know, An adopted child has the same rights as a biological one. More importantly, you're still married to the last guy you conned, meaning your marriage to my dad isn't even valid. So, here's the deal. You leave and never come back. Or we hand everything over to the authorities. Your call.
You did this. Ava's just a naive little brat, but you poisoned her. Why don't you leave this house and crawl back to whatever dumpster you came from, you filthy maid?
Do not say another word to her. She's not a maid. She's my family. And nobody disrespects my family and gets away with it.
And no one talks to my mom like that and gets away either.
Maddie lunged at me, but tripped over the carpet and face planted on the floor.
Okay, I'll fight you tomorrow. Right now, I can't feel my face. A little help, Liam.
But Liam simply looked the other way, while Maria took Cynthia's hand and dragged her outside. She kept screaming and kicking, but Maria didn't give two hoots. And Cynthia didn't have much choice, considering the evidence against her was solid. Cynthia and Maddie left, and soon after we got the news that they were intercepted at the airport. Turns out, the police had already been tracking Cynthia for months and were alerted as soon as she scanned her passport. Soon after, Cynthia got charged on multiple accounts of fraud and identity thefts. Since Maddie was only 15, she was let off with some community service and later placed in foster care, because God knows she needed a better mother. After the dust settled, things started falling back into place, except there was still no news about Dad. Weeks passed, and I was slowly losing hope, until one day, I was at school, and Liam came running to me.
Ava, there's a man here. He's looking for you.
My heart stopped as I made a run for the door, and when I got outside, I saw my dad waiting for me. I ran into his arms and hugged him, and he told me how there were technical problems in his plane, and they had to make an emergency landing on a remote island.
While the rescue team found us, I had a lot of time to think how I always gave my work more priority over you. But I promise you, that's gonna change, even if you have an aunt now.
You know?
I didn't, but Maria told me when I got home. Now that I think about it, the way she looked after you, that kind of love doesn't come from just doing a job. But Ava, blood or not, you've always been my daughter. I'll always love you.
I love you too, Dad. I hugged him again and realized family isn't just about blood. It's about the people who never leave your side.